Good evening, people, and welcome back. It's Matt Rogers. It's now 23:52 in the evening on the 9th of the 5th, 2017. And it's just a real message out there to all the subscribers and viewers and billions of people that are looking up at the skies and looking at them chemtrails, to giving you the 100% truth that we've got that brown dwarf star that's out there in our system. We've got other bodies out there. Don't forget, there's billions and billions of planets, rogue planets, and other brown dwarfs, undeveloped stars and dying stars that are roaming round out there in our system. Now this huge system, this solar system that's coming in into our atmosphere on an ecliptic orbit, it's absolutely real and it's coming in. You can see those colours in the skies all the time. And I just want to stress with this message to you that please prepare. It's so important that we prepare for this big event that's coming our way now. I'm going to go to the NASA cams. I did say this on the other video. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you now on the NASA cams what's going on. So please have a safe night. And also the moon looks strange this evening as well. Very low and very yellow as well. So it's good to be persistent and to keep focused to our skies. So take care, and I'll be back shortly with the NASA cams. This is footage from the NASA cam that's dated today, the 9th of May 2017. And what I want you to see here on this NASA cam, I know the middle part is lens flare, but the shape of it is the same shape as that simulator. But again, you can see that burgundy pink reflection on the above those chemtrails, above those thick chemicals that have been sprayed above our skies all the time. You see the sun that's darkening there, can't you? There's a strange object to the right hand side. I don't believe this is part of lens flare, but you can see how it's dimming the sun. It's the wrong time of the day, but it's darkening like an eclipse. Now what is going on? You can see this clearly, can't you, on the screen? Very, very strange how it dimmed just like that. But can you see and notice that NASA turns the camera down and focuses towards the land? Why can't they just turn the camera upwards so we can see what's going on up there? Because by that array of light you just saw then, just proves that something is in front of our sun. There's eclipse in our sun all the time now. Very strange times. So what I'm going to do is, on this piece of footage, I'm going to keep an eye on this 24/7 tonight, through the evening, through the day tomorrow as well, on a monitor, and track this situation for you, the viewers, and see what's going on, because that was just strange how it lit up and then just dimmed again. Because I believe that we are definitely being eclipsed by this system that's coming in now. That brown dwarf star, Nemesis, is with our sun. And it's causing so many problems out there in space right now. And we will have a look at the SOHO cams. Because, again, every day, I mean, that object there on the right hand side, that's not the moon. It's like a halo that's up there in the skies. And what is it? I don't know. But I can tell you that it's not lens flare. There is an object that's there travelling out there in space right now. And it's being caught on the NASA cams. They always do this. They always blue screen to not let us see anything. But I'm telling you, the moon and the earth there on that screen was being eclipsed. Here's another image of a NASA cam that was dated today, this morning. But you can see clearly those cams that are sprayed across our skies all the time. We are pinpointing everything that the military are doing out there above us in the skies. And you can see below there in the atmosphere, the ozone layer's finished. It's gone. And you can see clearly the poisons that they're spilling out just right over us, humanity. We're just being affected all the time by this. And also you will see objects, flybys, fireballs, all sorts of strange things on the NASA cams if you're persistent and just keep monitoring them all the time. So I've got 5 screens, and I keep an eye on this all the time. Now my system's back up and running. I feel great to keep an eye on everything for you. And the more I search, the more I will show images. I've upgraded my systems as well now, so I'm able to speak more clearly and get that information out there all the time. I mean, you can clearly see those cams. As our Earth is now dimming, and also the sun has now got that binary star with it. It's there. The horizons prove it. The moon is a strange colour. Every night I'm seeing it, and it just doesn't look the same as what it did a couple of years ago. There's objects that are flying through the stars. You can see these balls of light that just move through the stars in pairs all the time. As I say, it's just going out and keeping your eyes to the skies at night time, and also the daytime, and being persistent to try and get the right footage. It's so hard as well to be able to collect the right footage as well, because it could take a couple of seconds for something to be seen in the skies, but it takes 20-30 seconds to be able to organise your camera to be able to try and catch the right moment. So it's just collecting everything, all the evidence we can find, because I know that you are waiting to see the evidence, and I will not stop. I will keep carrying on for you. I will check the jet stream charts. I will check the temperatures of the Earth, and I will check everything, the skies and everything. But let me tell you now, it's really important to explain this to you. From my experience of looking at the skies for many years, it's changed. Because if it hadn't, I wouldn't be doing this now. I just feel safe and carry on. But I'm letting you know now that the sun has changed. It's in real big trouble now with them coronal holes and these huge solar flares that are heading towards our Earth. Every single day we're getting battered by these huge objects. These flares are running towards us at billions of miles an hour, attacking our Earth's magnetic field. And also these poisonous gases that are just spilling out there in the skies to try and cool our atmosphere. It's a total waste of time. It really is. And I send my respects out to all the other channels that are producing the work. So I'm going to go to another NASA image now to show you the truth. Here is another true image of a NASA cam. Now, I really want to stress this out to you. Now, they're cloaking these heavenly bodies, so it's very difficult for us to be able to see it with the naked eye, and also with no infrared telescope. It's going to be quite difficult, isn't it? Because we're seeing a lot of lens flares and refractions and reflections at the moment. But I just want to get this out for you, that we're seeing the colours. It's so important to see the reflections and colours. Now you can see on the NASA International Space Station the same pink colour there on the screen, and also on the Earth you can see that pink reflection on the Earth above those chemtrails. Now this is why they spray the skies, to hide that pink reflection, so we can't see Nibiru and Helion and the brown dwarf star. You can see this is so evident on the screen, this pink huge reflection from these other incoming systems. If they turned the camera round, we would see it perfectly. Now don't forget, we're in 2017, these cameras should be in high definition. But they're not. They're downgraded. So we don't get to see much. Because the truth is out there. There's a lot going on up in space than we would really want to know. But we're only spoon-fed by the powers to be. So we only now have our own knowledge and our own persistence to get the words out there. It's sad really, because I know, and I have a gut feeling something is going to happen very soon, with all what's going on around us and every day. These huge reflections, these pink colourings in the skies, are not from our sun. They're not from the moon or any other celestial body. These are from the incoming system that's been around here in the past, that comes around on a 3,600-year orbit. It's absolutely 100%. We really have to now repent and have to be strong for us and family members and loved ones. Because when this huge pole shift happens, and if we survive this, we have to look after our close members and our close friends. Let's be positive and never, never, ever negative on this situation. Because we can see the colours And we know this system is coming. We just know it. I'm going to try and show you another NASA cam. Here on this other NASA cam as well, this Ustream cam, you can see the station is a very pink in colour. It's the same pink that I saw on that huge object the other night, early hours of the morning, that I videoed. I mean, look at the pinkness of the sky. You can see this on the NASA cams. They don't let the cat out of the bag with this one. They think that we're all stupid. They don't think we'd notice. They think it's something else, but it's not. This is a huge reflection coming in from the system. We're seeing these colours all the time. It's just amazing how they think they can get away with it, all these chemicals and that, to try and hide the truth. Because we're all down there on Mother Earth, looking up at the skies, where they're spraying these blankets of chems to try and hide these colours and reflections all the time. There's huge different reflections of colours. We've seen these on the Mexico cams, the Skyline cams, Alaska cams, and many other cams that are all across the world. They're all showing the same skies. It's too late now. It's far too late to hide it. We're all seeing it now. Because if NASA's listening now, I just hope that this gets told now to media. So I'm going to go now and try and find another cam for you. Here again is this NASA cam, okay? And I just want to show you this once more as well, how it just dims and darkens. Now, the sun is up there. You can see that, can't you? Okay? Now, it's not supposed to dim, isn't it? It's not under the clouds or anything like that, is it? I mean, you can see where the sun's supposed to be, just up here. And it's a situation where, why is it darkening? Why is it dimming? The moon isn't nowhere near it. The Earth is down here, and the sun is above here. It's because we've got another object that's going in front of it now. It's covering it. It's eclipsing every single day. Because Nibiru is just like a comet. It moves like a comet, covering everything. And this is why our skies are dimming all the time. And they're using the simulator to cover things up as well, so we don't get to see anything. It's just so evident, isn't it? And this object as well, I mean, the flare is disappearing. Can you see this? This object is still in the same place. It's not moving anywhere, is it? It could be explainable, but I'll keep an eye on this anyway. But I mean, the thing is, it's darkening up there, isn't it? It's disappearing. The sunshine is disappearing. And this is what we're getting through the day. It dims and darkens. They can't hide this. We are really coming into a situation now. Our sun is dimming every single day, and we can see the evidence. If you look out in the afternoon, say 12 o'clock, on to 3, you will see that the sun's darkening. But they cover it with chemtrails all the time. This is an image in Australia as well, called the Jandakot Airport, northeast. You can see the timestamp down there. I hope you can see it, because I'm having some trouble with zooming in and out on the... Anyway, so you can see those thick chemtrails and that haze on the sky as well, and that dimness as the sun's rising. You can see also the darkness on the ground. It's so evident, and I hope Prep Aussie is listening. I hope he's safe and okay. And his words out as well, saying prep and prepare for this huge event, because we're just getting closer and seeing all the details of what's going down now, aren't we? So respect to you, Prep, and I hope you're safe, and all the other Australians that have sending me emails as well. They're fantastic people over there. Very kind, respectable people. Let's go and have a look at another Australian cam. Here's another cam called the Dingley Village, northeast. Timestamp as well, 10th of the 5th, 2017. They've got their daylight out there now. And the time there is 9:20 AM. And we can see here, can't we? There's something strange going on with our sun. There's an object there as well. This is behind the chemtrails. Look at this red haze. And this darkness of the sky. So in Australia, they're getting these strange skies all the time as well. And they're spraying humanity over there as well. It's absolutely terrible what they're doing. So I'm going to go to another cam, but I mean, look at this. This is just absolutely dreadful now. And they're, I mean, it's May. I mean, look at the trees. They're just not growing properly as much as they did before. This is ridiculous, what they're doing now. And we're seeing this pink, huge red reflection all the time, aren't we? On the NASA cams and other cams, and also in our skies. Pink clouds at night. They weren't there before, but they expect humanity to believe that they were all the time. And we should all go to sleep and just carry on our merry way. This is called the McLean's Ridges cam, and this is also in Australia as well. Beautiful part of the country. But we never saw these skies, this colour, this purple colour that we're seeing from the NASA cam. You can see that reflection of the purpleness. And also on the ground as well, it's very dim. But then again, there's something here illuminating in the skies. I'll go back to this cam image to show you the timestamp at the bottom, because the screen's very large on this one, so I was finding it hard to try and show you the timestamp and the date and everything to prove to you that the sky is now changing colour. It's these huge purple colours from Nibiru, this true colour, this heavenly body that's in the solar system now. It's past all the other celestial bodies, the known ones, and now it's heading towards us. We're now due our pole shift. It's on its way. If you can see this, the timestamps at the bottom of the screen, and the date and everything, the McLean's Ridges, just proving to you that the colours are up there now. If these chemtrails and clouds weren't there anymore, because our clouds are being affected by the Nibiru system's magnetic field, and the clouds are just being pushed down. It's lowering all the time. And big respect to Jeff P as well, because he's doing some amazing work to try and get the truth out there to all the subscribers. He's doing a really good job, and I follow you all the way, Jeff P. I follow you all the way. You're a kind gentleman, and you're showing truth all the time. Another strange image of this creamy, yellowy colour in the sky. And also I've noticed an object light source here on the left hand side, but it was sadly not caught by the cam. But you can see this light reflection as well, and this creamy dark colour in the skies. And also what I noticed as well, when I said before about the trees, you'll get the odd tree that's not grown properly, and it's happening all over the world. I mean, look at this here. It's not growing or anything, and the other trees are just hanging down. They're not well, and they're not being and getting the proper sunlight because of that simulator. And also what's affecting our sun now, it's slowly starting to fall apart, and we really need to prepare for this. I had to go back to this cam to show you this image again. I mean, it just is absolutely spectacular. This is the Dingley Village northeast cam, and this is in Australia. I mean, look at it. Look how dark it is on the land. I mean, it's absolutely outstanding. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this. There's something seriously wrong with our sun, isn't there? There's objects in front of our sun, and the darkness, this shadow in the sky as well. And I got an email off Mr. Steve Quayle, and I will respond to you straight away, Steve. And I will get that email sent to you shortly. And other people that are sending in emails and messages, thank you for your respect and kindness, and I will get back to you as I do all the time. But again, it's just outstanding how humanity are still on their phones and walking around town, walking around cities and around doing their own business. But I mean, they've got their eyes down. They only look again after work or wherever they are in the evening to listen to the media, the news weather channels, and just believe them and just carry on the way they are. Just crazy times ahead. Really is. And I just want humanity to wake up to this. I mean, it's getting to a point now that things are getting stranger and stranger with our sun. We're not seeing the yellow sun anymore, are we? We're just seeing this white beam of light. And it's just lighting up our areas. But the thing is, with that simulator, everything is darkening as well. It's just the wrong way around. I mean, look here, to the right of the screen, all this blackness in the sky. Now, years ago, with the sun being there, it would light up everything. It really would. It's just a strange whiteness of the colour, and they're covering it with these chems. And the military and government won't say anything. They really won't. No government on the whole planet of Earth will say a word. because they know the system's coming in. What we're going to do is now we're going to go to the Soho cams and see what's going on with space weather as well, to see what's happening out there, because it's getting really erratic now. There's some real bad situations going on out there with the sun, with those huge solar flares. They're getting bigger all the time, and I'm just getting really worried, and I know you all are as well, that our sun is changing colour. It's now becoming white hot looking as well. Very white. A lot whiter than it was before. But again, well, whilst it's being white like this, our land is dimming still. The earth is darkening all the time. Some very strange situations. So let's just check the Soho charts and see what's happening. You can see on these two LASCO charts, that's LASCO C2 on the left and LASCO C3 on the right hand side, the timestamp down there as well. The 9th of the 5th 2017, 22:30 and 22:36. And you can still see those solar flares. To the left hand side, they're still beaming out towards Earth every day. We're still getting huge effects all the time. And that brown dwarf star that you won't see only with an infrared telescope. The thing is, it's affecting everything right now down there, out there in space in the inner solar system. And we're catching the strangeness of the clouds and the skies and the colours. So I've tried to check the video footage on these two cams, but they're down at the moment. So I'm only getting 2 images at the moment here, so I'll go back to this and keep checking to see if I can catch the video footage to work. This also is a LASCO 2. You can see the timestamp clearly there and the date. And also, this is a file name. It's a 23664849 FTS. An expected time is 25.1 seconds. It has an orange filter and a polar clear. And again, it's called a LASCO cam, and you can see those flares just battering through our inner solar system. Again, it's just absolutely chaotic. And you can see these shadows that we see on the horizons. When the sun and the simulator comes up, you will see these, because there's objects there as well. They block it with this ring here as well. But we've just got to keep going, haven't we? Keep checking every day. This also is a LASCO 3 cam. File name 335225567 FTS. And again, they're just monitoring this all the time, aren't they? I mean, last year when I used to look at the Soho cams, it wasn't as bad as this. I mean, the size of these flares now coming out, they weren't as bad as this. They were smaller, much smaller than this. It's way past its time now, because the solar maximum's been going on too much. They said it'd hit March and that'd be it, but it's May and it's still happening. They're still spraying the skies. It's still carrying on. It's not stopping, is it? They can't stop it. The powers to be are fear of this. They just keep building them cities all the time to stop them from... It's just a situation, isn't it, that they need to let us know now. I'm going to now check some information on this solar imagery and observatory as well, to just check some information on the charts, because this camera, the Soho camera, it's getting to a point now, isn't it? It's going to get knocked away, isn't it? Because we've seen evidence that there's been fireballs that are coming out the sun, and these flares as well, and it's only a matter of time until something happens with all this equipment as well. And I again do not believe that the International Space Station's mad right now. They can't be mad. It's just the space debris. There's too much and too many space debris out there now it will kill somebody instantly. I mean, look what happened to the Columbia mission back in the day. I mean, it's just a matter of, there's so much going on up there. There's so much bad space weather going on up there in the skies as well, and they just don't want to let us know, do they? I mean, it's getting to a point now that this is getting to a tipping point now. I mean, look at the size of our Earth. I mean, I've showed you these images before, but I mean, you've just got to look at the Earth and the size of these solar flares that are coming off the sun all the time and heading towards our Earth. I mean, look at the size of it. I mean, and we're on Mother Earth, and the Earth is coping so much with all sorts of carry-ons now. No wonder the Earth is weakening now. No wonder we're heading for a pole shift. Because we've got too much going on out there now as well. We've got that binary twin nemesis that's with our sun, and it's, I mean, nothing could survive out there. Nothing whatsoever. It's too erratic now. It really is. Here's another report as well from NASA as well. It's dated on the 9th of May 2017. Space weather model simulates solar storms from nowhere. Our ever-changing sun continuously shoots solar material into space. The grandest such event are massive clouds that erupt from the sun, called coronal mass injections, or CMEs. These solar storms often come first with some kind of warning. The bright flash of flare and burst of heat, or fluffy solar energetic particles, but another kind of storm has puzzled scientists for its lack of typical warning signs. They seem to come from nowhere. The scientists call them stealth CMEs. Now, an international team of scientists led by the Space Science Laboratory at University of California, Berkeley, and funded in part by NASA, has developed a model that simulates the evolution of these stealthy solar storms. The scientists relied upon NASA's missions Stereo and SOHO for this work, fine-tuning their models until the simulations match the space-based observations. Their work shows how slow, quiet process can unexpectedly create a twisted mass of magnetic fields of the sun, which then pinches off the speeds out into space, all without any advance warning. So what they're saying is that there is these stealth solar flares, they're calling them, and there's no warning when they come out. So that's quite dangerous, isn't it? So they're now slowly spoon-feeding us the information. They're worried about this. So I'm going to go now, and I'll be back to do another video tomorrow. So please take care and respect to everybody around the planet, because we've got this problem that's not going away. So take care and respect to you from Matt Rogers.